covenant that God cut with Noah was a covenant of preservation. The dealings that God had with Abraham was going to form a premise, a foundation that will offer him the much needed authority to deal with the nation of Israel as a people legitimately under his authority. And it's on the strength of that covenant that Jesus finds a platform to effect redemption. In the book of Galatians chapter 3, when the covenant of Abraham was spoken about, the Bible reveals that that covenant was made to Abraham and his seed. And Apostle Paul built a theological edifice in his presentation about the seed, which was in singular. And the basis of the theological edifice that he built was the letter S. That it was not seeds as in plural, but it was seed as in singular, meaning that God made the covenant not just with Abraham, but with an individual, and that individual was Christ. It was in Christ that the covenant that was made with Abraham was extended to the Gentile nations. So the operating system of our salvation, our Christian life, is a dealing and a covenant that God had with Abraham. That covenant ensured that the only way we could access God would be by faith, because the currency that powers the reality of that covenant was in measures of grace. Grace was what made the provisions of the covenant available, so that faith became the utensil that was utilized to appropriate it to make it our property. The book of Hebrews chapter 6 speaks about the way God interacted with Abraham until it culminated in the establishment of this covenant. Please stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. It speaks about the interaction that God had with Abraham until it eventually culminated in the establishment of this covenant. And because it became a covenant, God was bound by it. And it became the platform upon which it was impossible for God to change his mind.